I am always 2 steps ahead.
So just because he stares into the camera and pauses and speaks in a villanesque voice does not mean he knows what he's doing. He was fat. He decided, I'm going to lose weight. Probably used Ozempic. Starved himself. Just because he lost the weight does not mean that he's healthy.
Coach Greg in the aftermath of Nikocado Avocado losing weight. And so I made a video, and I guess I'm a hater. But here's the thing. You're all, as he puts it, a bunch of ants.
I feel as if I'm monitoring ants.
I like to think of people as being sheep, being run by everyone. And so Nikocado says, oh, it was all a plan. I got you. I'm now healthy. No, he's not. He never explained how he lost all the weight, whether he used gastric bypass surgery or Ozempic or various forms of a semaglutide. And so people, they decided to make videos hating on Coach Greg. The first one, WestJet with 2 T's. And so WestJet, you've been flying around for too long. It's time to touch grass. Somebody has to be the bearer of bad news. Yeah, it's impressive. You lost 250 pounds. But you know what was more impressive? You know what was harder to do? To gain that weight. It's in fact much easier to lose 250 pounds than it is to gain it. But what Nikocado showed the world is that being overweight is in fact a choice. It's a choice. You wanted to say, no, it's not genetics and so on. Did it not look like a choice? He planned to get fat for your amusement, to get millions of dollars. And after that, oh, I'm just going to lose the weight. And so all of you, if you're in fact overweight in the same way that he is, you too can lose the weight. And so what Nikocado did is he got paid to be fat. Why are you all fat for free? At least he made his millions of dollars. Now, I would argue that it's not worth it, but you're fat for nothing.
I am always 2 steps ahead.
And so just because you say something, it doesn't mean that it's true. I could identify as a girl, doesn't mean I actually am.
That guy lost weight, that it's incredible. This is probably the coolest thing a YouTuber's ever done.
So my opinion, Guy's a sociopath, and you all eat it up. But what you fail to understand is this. The joke's on him. Yeah, we were all duped. We didn't know that he was losing weight for 2 years in secret, that he'd pre-recorded all those videos. Imagine this. I become a drug addict on purpose. I have unprotected sex, I develop herpes and so on. And then 8 years later, I come off. Hey everyone, it was a social experiment. I wanted to see how much you'd make fun of me and put you down. And so I wasted 8 years of my life. Yeah, I have some medical problems. I have herpes and I suffered from a heart attack and I may not live into my 40s, but hey, it was a great social experiment. Joke's on you. Would you not see that that's moronic? And so we got a guy who wrote the comment, that Greg is so bitter he got duped. You can feel it. I'm 3 steps ahead of all of you. I've already made 15 videos from Nikocado Avocado, gained nearly 100,000 followers off those views, and made a shit ton of money. Someone like Greg can't see past their own nose. Duh, but why he not want big muscles? He's skinny fat. Me healthy man with big muscles and roids. Here's the thing. A 2-year transformation journey, of which he explained how he has to put the fork down, go to the gym and so on, would have changed the lives of millions of people. Doing a before and after transformation, where after he loses the weight, he then comes on and redoes mukbang videos, tells the world, I don't give two fucks about my health. I'm just in it because I'm an evil mastermind. I don't care about motivating millions. I'm in this for myself. Y'all can go to hell. If he had have showed us his transformation, explained to us what he did, millions of people would have been motivated to do the same thing. You know what? It's gone too far. It's time for me to lose the weight. My life at this weight, it's horrible. I remember when I was skinny, when I was a violinist, when I had a promising future as a musician, and I want it back. He records videos, tells people the importance of weight loss, explains exactly what he's doing. His audience, his fans, millions of people, including Coach Greg, make videos about it. promoting this guy, explaining to the world that you too can do it. And we learn from him. We copy what he's doing. People are saying I'm a hater, and you know what they then do? They make fun of me. They do what they think I'm doing. About as easy as gaining muscle with the right drugs, something I know you're familiar with. People are quick to point out that I use steroids. I didn't use steroids on purpose to trick the world. And I didn't then stop taking steroids, of which I stopped for 5 years, and then come back on YouTube and say, hey everyone, I'm injecting tren again. Imagine if I did that, and for a year I did drugs in secret. And after the year I came back more massive than last time and said, I fooled all of you. I've been preaching not to abuse performance-enhancing drugs, but in secret I did. And I'm back with bigger biceps than ever before. I don't care about my health, and so I got you, you're all ants. Would you respect me for that? Versus I abused steroids, taking years off of my life because I was a moron, an idiot, was addicted mentally to taking those things, and now I reflect on it and I have regrets. Does Nikocado have regrets? Does he say, hey guys, I've reflected and that was a stupid thing for me to do. All those mukbang videos promoting gluttony, promoting obesity to the world, making fun of everyone. Hey, I identify as skinny, risking his life. He literally could have died in the process, and who says he hasn't done any damage? Has he shown us his blood work? Do we know why he lost all the weight? Could it not be possible he went to the doctor? Doctor said, look, if you don't lose the weight now, you ain't going to make it for another 6 months. When he comes back and says, oh, it was all a plan. Greg Doucette. He already inspired millions, though. Yeah, he inspired millions of people to get fat. He inspired millions of people to make fun of him, to treat him like a meme, to promote gluttony, to accept yourself at every size, when what he should have done was motivating people to lose the weight. But I agree with you, though. He definitely should have recorded the progress. Just think he chose to stay on his brand. And so he's putting me down, making fun of me in this video, but yet he agrees with me. He should have documented his journey. And so why am I the bad guy? How am I the bad guy? Because I'm not a freaking sheep like the rest of you are? Oh, he lost all the weight. We should congratulate him. Excellent work. You did nothing wrong. He got fat on purpose for views and money. And you respect him for it. If he did show his hard work, giving us advice, his diet, his workout routine, it would just be like any other fitness channel. Really. And so a guy like Brentley G, who's been on a weight loss journey, who didn't gain that weight on purpose, who's lost over 200 pounds and has continued to lose weight. He's just some boring fitness channel that does nothing for anyone. But stringing his viewers along for 2 years while secretly losing weight, exercising, eating healthier, it just seems more impactful, way less basic. How do you know he was exercising and eating healthier? He hasn't said he's been exercising or eating healthier. His first video back was a mukbang. His second video back was a mukbang. This is what Nikocado Avocado's talking about. You're all ants. Yet in comparison, I made 15 videos talking about Nikocado Avocado, and I used him as example of what not to do. And during those videos, I educated you, exactly you, on how to lose weight and to keep it off for the rest of your life. If losing weight was as easy as you say, I don't think we'd have an obesity crisis. Exactly. If people knew what I knew, if people understood how to properly lose weight and to keep it off, it would be easy. The world would change, but people don't want to listen to me. Yeah, I have a decent following, 2 million. I don't have 200 million. Imagine if I had 200 million followers. Opening up a lock is very easy, but you need the code. You need to know this. And if you don't know this, you can guess at the code, but it might take you years to figure it out. A few people will get it, but the majority of people are going to get it wrong. And so when people out there in the world, they go to lose weight, they don't know what they're doing. They've been brainwashed. They have no idea. Some people actually think that they're not losing weight because they're not eating enough. Many people think that they need to go on the carnivore diet, the keto diet. There are people spreading misinformation day after day. And so I've made 3,500 videos, about half of which are dedicated to helping people to lose weight. I've even written a book, The Circle Diet. But do you know what? If you don't read the book, it doesn't help you to lose weight. Not to mention, in today's world, they have something called Ozempic, semaglutides, and so on. Do you know how much easier it is to lose weight when you're hardly ever hungry? Why do you think Ozempic helps you lose weight? Talking to people, how did you lose so much weight? I took Ozempic, I was never hungry. And so how hard do you really think that is? But do you know how you can lose weight without Ozempic? You eat foods that are filling, low in calories, but voluminous, big meals for the big eater. That has lots of protein, fiber, but that it tastes amazing so that you don't feel like you're missing out. Why do you think it's so easy to lose weight when you have my cookbook? Why do you think that despite the fact I've been off steroids for 5 years, I used to abuse steroids? Did you know that? Of course you did. You love to flaunt it and put me down day after day. You're a bad person. You did steroids. I'm on HRT, prescribed by my doctor, and I'm leaner now than when I was abusing steroids. Test trend, you name it. And why? Because I eat from my cookbook and I do cardio. You can shit on me all you want, but if you were to watch my videos and listen to me, and if people like Nikocado Avocado explain their weight loss journeys, explain to the world how to lose the weight, it wouldn't be boring. You would watch, listen, and learn.
Who gives a f if he switches it on the audience and goes on a Joker-esque monologue? The dude lost 250 pounds.
He acts as though just because he lost all that weight, that all his problems are over. That he hadn't gone through 8 years of weight gain, that he wasn't living his life at 411 pounds. He looked like this. This was his life. He was a meme. And yeah, he's lost the weight. But imagine gaining all that weight on purpose as a social experiment. Just to make money, it's not worth it. If you paid me $1 billion to look like Nikocado for 1 year, I wouldn't do it. Never. I'm not risking my life for money.
The joke's on you.
No, the joke's on you. You're the one that lived your life at 411 pounds. I didn't.
Dude, what the hell? Bro stopped eating and you still cooked him.
And the reason for that is because it's true. Y'all want to just see all the positive. He lost all the weight, and so his life is once again great. There are serious damages, consequences of being morbidly obese, and I don't suggest anyone do a social experiment and gain all that weight and then lose it and think they never did any damage. To the same extent, if you're a 20-year-old watching this right now, you can't use and abuse steroids for 10 years and think that nothing bad is going to happen. You might die in the process. And so imagine if Nikocado had died in the journey. He got to 411 pounds and said, oh, my master plan, it's working. I'm now about to embark on... And that was it for him. Had a heart attack. Imagine then. What then? That master plan 2 steps ahead? Didn't plan on dying.
Imagine if he disappeared off of YouTube for a year or 2, lost all the weight and built muscle, became an absolute Chad, and returned to YouTube as a violin YouTuber. The respect he'd receive would be insane.
Exactly. This is what I wanted for him. I literally had recorded a video saying, Nikocado, lose the weight, go back to being a violinist, follow your dreams, follow your passion. But yet instead of that, he lost the weight and again came back making mukbang videos. This is like a drug addict, alcoholic, or steroid abuser quitting and then returning and doing the same thing all over again. It's not good. How are we celebrating this? Just because you lose all the weight, it doesn't undo all of the damage that you experienced during 8 years of being morbidly obese.
This guy's a grade A level hater. Be happy for the guy. Come on, dude.
But I'm pointing out the obvious. I want the millions of people out there who are watching this to not just think that you can gain 250 pounds and lose 250 pounds, and it's not going to affect your health. And so what would be worse than being morbidly obese, 411 pounds? Well, continuing to be morbidly obese, continuing to be 411 pounds. And so, of course, it's better than he did this that he didn't. But when he comes back to YouTube and again resumes making mukbang videos, really? What do you think we could have learned more from? Had he have documented his journey, we could have watched him eating recipes from my cookbook.
Dude, shameless self-promotion, bro.
Listen, everyone who watches Coach Greg knows I shamelessly promote products in every single video. For example, GO2 Max, it makes it much easier to do cardio, you have more energy, and so of course it's going to help you to lose weight. Code Greg, 15% off.
To a point, I agree. Seeing Nicocado's progress on like the treadmill or like the Stairmaster would be some insanely good content and would inspire a lot of people.
Did you watch any of my other 15 videos? Did you watch the video I uploaded several hours before that video? I bet you didn't. I talked about how Nikocado could inspire the world, how he should chase his dreams, how he wanted to be a violinist. I've even previously made videos and thought that this guy actually had stopped YouTube videos because I thought he had been picked up for a TV show. I thought that they were going to have a series on Nikocado Avocado. After all, he's an amazing actor. And I thought, what a show this is going to be, documenting the weight loss journey of Nikocado Avocado. If he has documented his entire weight loss journey, that it was all planned for TV, then hey, I can't wait to watch the series. But if he didn't, that he's going back to YouTube to make mukbang videos, this is not a success story.
Truth be told, I understand where this old guy's coming from, but I think he's taken Nikocado a bit too seriously. You're forgetting this is a dude who throws Popeye's chicken sandwiches in his car and is an outright troll.
This old man. Now, consider this. I don't mind being called an old man. I'm 48. But do you not think I'm older and wiser than perhaps some of the young people of today? That I've gone through everything, that I'm in fact 3 steps ahead. Think of it, I'm the old man with over 2 million followers in a world of fitness YouTubers who are often in their 20s and 6 foot tall and good looking. I'm a manlet. I'm 48 years old and a washed up retired bodybuilder. Yet even I have over 2 million followers. Close to 1 billion views. I've made more money than Nikocado Avocado, and I was never over 400 pounds. And who's laughing last now, WestJet?
The dude was destroying his body, but he did it for a bag, and I personally wouldn't do that, but props to him. Major bag alert.
Exactly. He made a lot of money. He did least he was paid to get fat. You all been fat for free.
Some of you morons are fat for free. Dial in, lock in. What's stopping you? This video should be your wake-up call.
Exactly. I don't know if he's watched several of Coach Greg videos in the past, but I always have called my subs morons. Have you guys seen that? Everyone's a freaking moron.
I haven't made a video for like 2 years.
I mean, the fact that he would have had to hide from the world for 2 years while losing all this weight. Imagine how hard that would be. No one could have seen him. Basically, in self-isolation. What life is that? But he played all of us. And although he does appear to be thin, I do believe he's perhaps a little skinny fat.
Dude, give him a break, bro. You just keep going. You're freaking cooking his ass.
Exactly. Just because he lost the weight doesn't mean that he's healthy. Yeah, he's smaller. Does he have any muscle left whatsoever? Can he in fact go for a walk, for a jog? Can he carry in a bag of groceries? And did he have skin surgery? Not that I want to see this. But in the previous videos where he's dancing with his shirt off, when you gain and lose 250 pounds, let me tell you, there's going to be some loose skin. You are not going to look the same as you once did. And so he can identify as being skinny all he likes. But there's a big difference between having exercised and lost the weight, or just using Ozempic or bypass surgery, and losing all the weight, having no muscle left, not being healthy. Remember, healthy comes from within, the heart and so on. And a guy who's just lost the weight by eating nothing.
And now he looks impeccable and probably better than 90% of the people that were calling him fat in the first place.
One thing I can argue that it was healthier before he gained the 250 pounds. Before he went on this experiment, which I don't believe this to be true. I don't believe that he simply gained 250 pounds on purpose, knowing he was going to gain the weight and then lose it. Most people, if they were paid millions of dollars or even billions of dollars, would struggle to gain 250 pounds. It takes a lot of work. You would be in misery every single day. You would literally hate food. Most people can't gain all that weight. And so in case you're thinking, hey, losing 250 pounds in 2 years, it's next to impossible. It only takes about a 1,200 calorie daily deficit. You're going to lose 250 pounds in 2 years. And so the thing you have to remember is consistency. And when you're 411 pounds, perhaps your maintenance is 5,000. You then go on a diet eating 3,500 calories a day with the help of Ozempic, and you're quickly going to lose a lot of weight. Pounds and pounds each and every week. Then your new maintenance goes from 5,000 calories to 3,500 calories. Eventually your body catches up. You then have to cut back another perhaps 1,200 calories. And you eat 2,300 calories. With the help of Ozempic, you're not all that hungry. Eventually your body lowers its metabolism and you have to keep eating fewer calories. You cut your calories down to 1,000 calories. You're going to continue to lose weight. Problem is, you're also going to lose a lot of muscle, in particular, if you're not on a proper strength training routine. And so am I just going to say, hey, great job. You fooled all of us. You should be praised, worshipped. You're my hero. Of course not. Not when you come back and call everyone an ant and start making mukbang videos again, promoting gluttony. And so I have no respect for Nikocado. Great. He made a lot of money. As a businessman, sure. Guy did great. But as a person trying to live his best life, his longest life, having an improved quality and quantity of life, it's horrendous. I can't imagine trading all those years in just for money. To do what? To sit at your home and hide away from all of your fans? To not enjoy it, to not go on vacation? Genuine question. I think I'm out of the loop. Who the fuck is Greg? Not on steroids. Used to be. Stopped 5 years ago. And why did it stop? Because it's not good for your health. I woke up and said, this is moronic. And you know what I did instead? Took up bike racing. And so I promote cardio to the world more than anyone. There is no fitness channel out there that promotes doing 150 minutes of cardio a week minimum more than I do. And so I try to help people to lose weight. This is my job. I could be wrong, but I believe what he meant in his video was Nikocado purposely gained weight and reduced his lifespan by years because of that. Is it really that hard to understand that? But no, remember when I called everyone morons? It's because it's true. Not Greg Doucette talking about being healthy when he shoots buckets of tren. I haven't done tren in years. I'm not doing any trend whatsoever, but I've literally made videos talking exactly about what I've done in the past. I abused steroids. That was bad. Notice how I admit this. I did bad things to my body. I'm not proud of them. Does Nikocado say the same thing? Hey everyone, I did mukbang videos for 8 years. I promoted gluttony. I regret this. It was a mistake. It's taking years off my life. Did he do any of that? No, he says, I'm the villain. He's Voldemort giving Joker vibes. And you all think he's your hero. Shame on you. Exactly. Why doesn't he show his blood work? Goofy trend fitness YouTubers doesn't have the rights to say that. If it's someone like Brownie who promotes natural muscle building with time and effort, I would actually care. I promote natural bodybuilding into the world. Just because I have more muscle than Brownie doesn't mean that my message is not to abuse steroids. I promote natural bodybuilding more than perhaps every YouTuber in the world. I have 3,500 videos. For 5 years, I've been explaining how you all should try to be natural. I've explained the dangers of using and abusing performance-enhancing drugs. And to say I've never shown my blood work when I've had multiple videos showing my blood work. And so there you have it. What does that look like? I'm not hiding anything. I'm more open, honest, and transparent than anyone. And compared to Nikocado, who's more honest? Guy lied for 2 years, lost weight in secret. I've been telling you everything that I've been doing. Greg is upset at the delivery, not the achievement itself. His issue is that Nick acts like a cocky mastermind for trading years of his health for clout and money. Nick is still playing the same internet bad guy persona as when he was fat, except this time he's skinny. Exactly. How are you guys so stupid? Such ants, such sheep, that you don't recognize this. Greg wakes up hating on his dreams, then hates on his breakfast, then proceeds to drive the car he hates to the job that he hates, working in for the boss he hates, just so that he can do the one thing that he loves. Interesting. And so the private chef that I have that cooks me breakfast every single day, and the McLaren 720S, which I don't drive because I just walk into my YouTube recording studio in my mansion, I hate all those things to do the job that I hate, which is actually a job that I love. I would do this job for free. I did this job before I made millions of dollars, and I'm still doing it to this day, even though I could retire 10 times over. And so who's really laughing last again? Oh, your comment, it's invalid. Ain't no way bro actually took the time to reply to me. S-tier hater for even trying to hate on me, calling me broke. Unfortunately, that doesn't work against me because I have already accepted the fact I am broke. And so y'all can hate me all you like, but I know what it is. Y'all jealous. And I know you're not supposed to talk about how much money you have because the world will hate you. People don't like to think of you as having more than them. And so when you have more money than them, they'll tear you down. You're a manlet. You have a terrible voice. You promote supplements all the time. Yeah, you hate me. Because you're jealous. Greg acting like the 8 years of obesity doesn't have the same amount of damage on his body as the years of steroids in Greg's body. And so I've literally made videos saying that when you're morbidly obese, it's equivalent, as in it's equally bad, as when you abuse steroids. And so what that means is that I did a very bad thing. And I acknowledge that, and I have regrets. Do you know what the difference between Nikocado and me actually is, aside from the muscles and the extreme good looks that Coach Greg has? The Zoolander pose. The difference aside from that is the fact that I admit to my mistakes. I did stupid things. I made stupid, horrible decisions. When I was in my 30s, I began to use performance-enhancing drugs. I did so because I wanted to be the best bodybuilder in the world. And so after doing 42 bodybuilding competitions natural, 42 natty, I then used steroids. I then got my IFBB Pro card. I continued to abuse steroids, trying to get to the Mr. Olympia. Eventually, I woke up and said, this is not good. It's not healthy. If I continue to do this, it's not going to end well. And so I stopped. And then what I did, I took up bike racing. I began to compete and did cardio. I went to the doctor. The doctor prescribed HRT, low dose, 140 milligrams, monitors me with blood work multiple times a year to make sure that I'm being as healthy as humanly possible. And so I live my life preaching about the mistakes that I made, and I warn people of the dangers of using and abusing performance-enhancing drugs. Nikocado gains weight on purpose, loses the weight, and then starts making mukbang videos again while calling you a bunch of ants and saying he is in fact the villain, that he wants it like that. Do I look like the villain? Am I encouraging you to use steroids? Am I back on trend saying everyone use trend, it makes you look amazing? No, I warn you of the mental and physical side effects. I promote health and fitness to the world while he encourages the exact opposite. And so I polled my audience, are we in fact the joke, or is Nikocado the joke? I mean, he's the guy that gained all that weight for 8 years. Only 36% of people feel that he's the joke. And so the majority of people are saying, yeah, it's worth it. Look at all the money he's made. Look at what he's accomplished. He fooled us all, and so we should be praising him. He's never going to have to work a day in his life now. He traded 8 years for freedom when most of us trade 40 years of life to enjoy our last 15. The fact that you made this comment, I feel so bad for you, so bad for your life. I can't fathom that this is how people live their lives. If you don't enjoy every single day right now, you need to do something about it. You think you're only going to enjoy your life when you retire? Newsflash, these are the best days of your life. It's not going to get better. You're not going to be happier when you're 70 years old, retired, than you are right now. Greg, it ain't that deep, bro. He literally could have died. I mean, I can't understand. Only 36% of people think that the joke's on Nikocado. They're forgetting about what all that damage did to his health. Just because he lost 250 pounds doesn't undo all the damage you did over the past 8 years. Why is bro hating on someone who decided to turn their life around? He essentially did all the destruction to himself, 8 years being morbidly obese, taking years off his life, putting his life in jeopardy, and then he rescues himself, and then he's now the hero. He did it to himself. And to make matters worse, he's doing it again. What's wrong with you? Clearly, he's a sociopath. He tells you himself he's the villain. You're all a bunch of ants, and you're continuing to line up one by one by one.
I am always two steps ahead.
And you think that he's 2 steps ahead because he says so? Do you really believe that? No, I don't think so. And so just because he stares into the camera and pauses and speaks in a villainesque voice does not mean he knows what he's doing. He was fat. He decided, I'm going to lose weight. Probably used Ozempic. Starved himself. He's not healthy. He's skinny. Skinny does not mean healthy. Just because he lost the weight does not mean that he's healthy.
Subscribe, click the bell button, comment to boost the algorithm. Please like the video if you in fact liked it. Watch one of those two bloops, and of course the cookbooks, the training books, coaching plans by me and my team, the Harder Than Last Time clothing line. And if you want the free, that's right, it's free diet and training program. We're trying to help people. Close to 100,000 people have gotten the free diet and training program. It's close to 50 pages. Get to the website, join the 300,000 plus newsletter subscribers. And until next time, I am out.